Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Good Saturday morning and welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. It's August. The air is hot and so is this show. Celebrating everything outdoors. And here he is, the host with the most, Larry Ray.
That's it, the host of the most. That's what we wanted, you know. Thank you, John Gordon. I was ready for that host of the most. I'm not sure what our next guest would have done, but I know he would have done a good job. Anybody from Arab, Alabama could handle that. But before we talk to David Best and get our Mid-South for Fishing report from our good friend David Best at Primary Tackle S.Y. Wilson, I want to jump in here and get Will Fowler on from our great friends at Frog Togs. On last week's 23rd anniversary show, Will's company donated a $500 gift card. Well, we had two guys that were almost the same calling in and sending in the email. So we ended up giving these two gentlemen a $250 gift card, and that's Nick Nanny, who listened to us on Brownsville Radio. He grew up in Haywood County and lived in Memphis and a lot of these things like that, and so he won that thing, and so did John James. And John is the director of the rehab at the Tennessee State Veterans Home in Humboldt. And some of his favorite memories are chasing birds in the spring with his dad. And they both got a $250 gift card. And Will Fowler, buddy, we really appreciate you and your family and the association with Outdoors with Larry Ray for these many years.
Oh, me too, Larry. And now the host with the most has got the best of the guests right there on air with him. So.
Oh, Will was ready for that, wasn't he, and everything?
Yes, he was.
But thank you so much. I wanted to do it right on the air with Will, and these two guys were really tickled to get this. I just couldn't give one over the other one. And so, Will, it worked out fine, and that was such a great gift. But I can't tell you, folks, I'm telling you, if you're looking for equipment, I was on the golf course the other day when it rained, and I put on my Frog Togs, the lightweight Frog Togs. Well, I'm wearing my Frog Tog shoes. If you had Frog Togs, I won't go too far on that, but I think I could be dressed out in full Frog Togs, man. You guys have come a long way.
Yeah, we have, Larry, and we appreciate you saying so, and we're very proud of our brand and where we've come from and where we're going. We always want to stick close to our roots and, appreciate all those that have helped make this dream a reality for everyone here and for the continued support of your listeners and all of our customers across the country. We couldn't do any of this without them. So our gratitude is heartfelt and genuine, and we sincerely appreciate you and your listeners.
Thank you, Will. I appreciate you taking time on this Saturday morning, buddy. We'll stay in touch, but again, thank you. Okay, man?
Hey, I appreciate you, Larry. Anything you guys need from us, please let us know. Always a pleasure.
All right. God bless you, man. Okay. Thank you. Will Fowler. And we're going to try to hook up with David Best now if we can. That was good. You threw in some new stuff there. Frank put you on the spot,
didn't hot.
He? Frank's,
so was his show.
I think one of those things was you've taken from Frank and you've molded into yours now.
Well, Frank is the best.
He has the FM voice, doesn't he? Well, he said the show with the most.
Model your introduction to that for somebody. I mean,
it's Frank,
the legend. You don't be Wong. I mean, come on.
We will make a picture of this group today because they are dressed alike. I mean, it's really a joy to look over and see it. That's why I got them kind of mixed up for a while, saying Frank and John because could be Frankie and Johnny.
It could be Frankie and Johnny. I guess I'm going to miss the next show, Larry. I'll be in Texas, I think.
Yeah, you'll be in Texas, so we'll have to get you twice. Hey, David Best, how you doing, buddy?
How are y'all? Doing good.
Sorry, we're a little running behind, but we had to give away those two $250 Frog Togs gift cards from last week's show. So I got to plug my Frog Togs guys when I can. But how's everything going out there at your place?
Oh, it's going good. We're busy selling kayaks, chasing stuff down, so getting ready for fall.
Now, as I told them, SYS Wilson and Primary Tackle, a great presence on Facebook now, which I think is probably helped you a lot because y'all are pretty. You got to be active now, don't you?
You do. It's important.
And I know that your place out there is kind of a gathering place. So we want to know. We've had some cool weather, David. Unusual for August, but we're getting ready to hit the heat spell again. So everybody's waiting on David Best, his fishing report. So bring it out for us.
We can do that. So, everybody, the fishing's been really good. I'm getting a lot of my young kids are catching them in the local ponds. And, we're getting a lot of folks that are catching them at Pickwick and catching them in some other places. And, I'm getting a lot of pictures, which is always so selling a lot of kayaks and staying busy.
Well, I understand that the ramp is back open at Herb Parsons. Have you?
Yep.
So and that is a great place for the kayakers, right?
It very much is.
And I know you're breaking up a little bit on us, David, but that's a place that you recommend, I think, before if you're thinking about a kayak and you want to get out to David's place in Arlington, out there on the right there in the heart of Arlington. Tell them that I know that Herb Parsons is one of those places.
I did a demo there yesterday. Demos out there pretty regular. Take customers out there, let them try out a boat. We fished around a little bit, caught a few fish. It was fun. Herb is just such a hidden gem being this close to Memphis. So
it is.
It's a great little place to go.
And you can be there from your place in how long?
It takes 15 minutes.
15 minutes. All right. So if somebody wants to come out today and buy a kayak, what kinds do you sell again?
We sell Hobie, New Canoe, and Jackson, all U.S.-made stuff. We just got a new order of New Canoe Unlimited in on Thursday. I've already sold a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
So, we're already burning through those. I still have one Mossy Oak Bottomlands edition left.
One.
Somebody's going to have to grab it up quick if they want it. But I got several Army camo. Everybody's starting to get ready for duck and deer season.
They are. We've talked about that.
Camos are what people are looking for. So,
well, tell them how to get there and what your hours are.
All right. Well, we're here today from 10 to 6, Monday through Saturdays 10 to 6, Sundays from 12 to 5, and you just come straight out either 385 or I-40 till you get right here into Arlington and come down out Highway 70 to the square, and you'll be here. One of the tallest buildings in Arlington.
It's one of the tallest buildings in Arlington. All right. I guess you got to let people know that. All right, David. Thank you, man. Always good.
Yes,
have a good one. Thanks, David Best. All right. All right, let me announce also before we get out of here that Steve McRee won the Mojo Mallard motion decoy from our good friend Terry Denman from Mojo Outdoors. And the first thing Steve says was, wow, thank you very much. I listen to your show when I'm not hunting. Notable for me is that some 40 years ago I was privileged to duck hunt at Beaver Dam. And after spending the night in the lodge, and said the most memorable was looking at the logbook that was written in by Nash Buckingham. That's pretty remarkable. Nash Buckingham was the first outdoor editor of the Commercial Appeal. A lot of people don't realize that. Besides being an organizer of DU on the original and the Bo Wop and all these guns.
Well, that's anybody wants to see Bo Whoop.
It's there,
right there at National Headquarters, and Bo Whoop too.
Oh, Bo Whoop too is okay.
Got them both.
Well, he says right there that he got to see the name. He's 80 years old. That's Steve McRee, and he said, "I'm 80 years old and proud to say that I hunted the backwaters of Sardis Reservoir with my father for over 55 years until he was 81." That's a true duck hunter. You know it? Hunting with his dad and things like that, and a chance to hunt at the famous Beaver Dam, which I've been privileged to go to. It's sacred ground. Have you been to Beaver Dam?
You can check out DU Nation Beaver Dam from this past season.
I'm going to look at it
on YouTube.
It's in there. Okay.
Yeah, sure enough.
On
me
YouTube.
and my buddies Ramsey Russell and Dale Bourdlon.
I knew that. I've just
there at Beaver Dam. We shot some old guns. Had a great time.
Yeah. Well, look it up. It's such a because Nash Buckingham was the first outdoor editor. Frank Vestal was the second. Henry Reynolds is the third, and some old man, me, I was the fourth. in 100 years at the Commercial Appeal. So Steve McCree, congratulations. He said he killed his first mallard in the oak timber at Stuttgart, Arkansas, with his uncle when he was 10 years old. And now he's getting a spinning wing decoy. I bet he never thought about that before.
I wish he would. Yeah, I guess. I bet he wish he would have thought about it.
Yeah, he could have probably made some money back then and everything like that. But thank you guys for we had a lot of really close ones calling in, emailing in. The stipulation was that you had to spell out Frog Togs, and you had to do it as quickly as you could on the email. And some of you forgot to spell out Frog Togs, and I'm sorry.
The old double G.
Yeah, but they didn't even spell it. They just F-R-O-G and a tog. You know, one of them had a toggle.
Frog toggle.
Frog toggle. You know, and the mallard decoy. Thank Terry Denham for that, because that was pretty cool to be able to do that. So I know you guys are going to be busy. Frank, hope you have a great week.
I hope so too.
But the book. When will the book be ready?
We're starting to work on it right now. I'm cleaning up all the data and the entries and checking loose ends.
How many pages?
It'll be 380, 400, something like that.
Man, that's a lot. That's a lot. And then you're going to be on the road, as he said in the last segment.
Yep.
Going to God's country.
Texas coast, baby.
Texas
I love
coast. How, were you born down there?
No, I was born in Mississippi.
Yeah.
But got transplanted out to Texas when I was a young kid, 12 years old.
Okay.
And really fell in love with the whole scene.
Well, I'm gonna go back and watch the DU Nation of Nash Buckingham when y'all were down there. So that's in last season, right?
That's correct.
And go to ducks.org or go to the YouTube page for DU Nation.
No, it's only on YouTube.
Okay, I mean, but if you want to go to Ducks.
Oh, if you want to go to ducks.org,
yeah, but
feel free.
But go to YouTube.
YouTube for DU Nation, right?
DU Nation. Shelby, thank you for taking care of us, and I'll give you a report on the Legends of the Outdoor Hall of Fame next week. This is Larry Ray reminding you that I do each and every week. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And what else?
God bless the USA.